it is Ghost Queen. And welcome to a setup that you probably don't recognize, but kinda do. This is my kitchen. Well, technically it's my mom's kitchen, but I have no idea what I'm doing. First and foremost, I apologize that there was no video for the past 2, maybe 3, depending on when this video comes out, weeks. I have like a mountain of excuses, but yeah, I just want to apologize. First week, I was busy with school and I pretty much died. Second week, I had my wisdom teeth removed. And this week, I am filming this video this week, but I don't know if it's coming out on time, so I don't know. Before that gets way too long, let me explain why the heck I am in this kitchen. So, if y'all follow me on Instagram, by the way, please follow my Instagram. I don't know why I did this hand thingy. The link is in the description all the time. Also, I have 2 Instagram accounts right now. I have one, which is my main account. It's GhostQueen1312, just like the name of my channel. I just post art and other random stuff. It's mostly art, though. But yeah, that's for that kind of stuff. And then I have Ghost Atelier Dolls, which is my doll account, which I'll also put a link in the description. The second one I have is Ghost Atelier Dolls. That is my doll account. That is for posting pictures of dolls, work in progress shots, and also I probably will start posting my cosplay stuff. So, you know, anything in that sort of category is going to be on that account, and my art is going to be on my main account. If you want, follow both of them. I am thinking about doing a doll clothes giveaway for a sort of 100 followers on my Ghost Atelier account, and then about 400 or 500 on my main account. So if you guys want to see that happen, you go on ahead and follow those accounts. Alright, enough of me talking, let's get this bread. Oh yeah, did I mention that we're making bread in this video? Yeah, the reason why I brought up my Instagram account is because if you are following my main Instagram account, you will know that I have been obsessed with the ARCANA since the beginning of this year, and that obsession isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So, today I am not here to talk about how much I love Julian, I am here to talk about bread. More specifically, the pumpkin bread recipe that was released by the ARCANA staff over on their YouTube channel, link in the description, where they explained how to make the baker's pumpkin bread from the intro chapters of the ARCANA. Now, in my playthrough, I kinda didn't get the bread because I'm stupid, but I did go back and see what that was all about. I got the bread, was late to getting to the palace, and had to eat said bread. It's kinda sad. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love bread, but come on. Full course meal versus bread, okay? Just weighing the options here. Getting distracted. So they released the recipe and how to make bread type of video, and I watched that video religiously and also wrote down the instructions on this recipe card that I stole from my mom, and you can read my handwriting finally. Look at that, you can read it! I am way too excited about this. So in this video, I'm basically just going to be attempting to follow this recipe and see what I end up with. I am terrible at cooking, so I can't really promise anything. I won't be going through, like, the whole recipe or explaining how the bread is made, obviously. Like I said, the actual tutorial video on how to do this bread is in the description below, so, I wouldn't know why you'd be watching this video instead of that. I hope this will be funny enough, but the main video is also funny. Why am I doing this? So, I have all the ingredients for the dough right in front of the camera right now, except for the yeast and the butter. Mainly because the room that I'm in, I have the heater on really, really warm, and I don't really want the heat to mess with those things. And I know yeast can't be activated if it's just yeast on its own, but my mom has it in the fridge, and I feel like I shouldn't take it out too quick. So the first thing you need to do is combine milk, a 1/4 cup of sugar, yeast, and egg. Oh, I need the yeast. Dang it, this is why I should read the instructions. Oh my gosh, I'm messing this up already. Measuring cup, and I need how much milk? Half cup of milk, okay. So, just kinda, that seems about right. You also need a 1/4 cup of sugar. You also need the egg. Oh, by the way, this is a tip that my mom taught me a couple years ago, and it's never failed me. If you don't want eggshell in your egg, which, I mean, who does? The best way to avoid getting eggshell in your bowl is to crack the egg on a flat surface as opposed to a small, weird surface like the corner of this cup or corner of a bowl or stuff like that. It's never failed me, so give it a try. And also the yeast has to go in here. How the heck do I open this? Give me a second. Okay, so I got interrupted, but I mixed in the egg and it looks like this now. I also went ahead and measured out the flour and put it into this gigantic bowl that doesn't fit in the camera. Here, I'm gonna add the rest of the sugar, and let's see, we need half a teaspoon of salt. So let's see if we can do this without spilling. Come on, salt. Ah! It's not too bad. Let's just pretend that never happened. And we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just going to use my half teaspoon here and add 2 of those. Hopefully without spilling anything this time. And I'm spilling everything. I need to add the dry ingredients to the wet. No, wait, other way around. The wet ingredients to the dry. What am I doing? Okay, so none of this is getting caught on camera. Now, the original video has the person kneading this by hand, but I have an unfortunate injury here, so I'm not going to be doing that. So, thankfully, my mom has this thing that kneads bread for you, so I'm just going to stick this thing in there. That's why I'm using this weird looking bowl. I'm not going to be able to show that, but just be assured that this bread is being kneaded. Kneaded? Is that the right word? I have no idea. Here's what it looks like inside the bowl, and it smells amazing. So I'm just gonna do that. So I let the thing knead for a little bit, and this is what the dough looks like now. It looks great. The texture's great. At least that's what I assume. Now the next step is to add the butter a little bit at a time as it's kneading, so the butter gets all incorporated into it. Again, I can't show that on camera, but I'm just explaining what I'm gonna be doing. So here's what the dough looks like now after kneading, and I'm now just gonna set it aside for about an hour, let it rise, and we're gonna come back and see how it looks like. Meanwhile, we're gonna make the filling. First, I need to open this pumpkin can thingy. These cans are stupid. Why don't they have tabs? We need 3/4 cup of pumpkins, so yeah. This sounds really gross. We also need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, apparently. Let's try not to make a mess. I'm trying to think of something interesting to say, but I'm actually trying to get this right, so I feel like if I goof off, I'm not going to do that right. If you get what I mean. And we need a half teaspoon of salt. And now I need to add the spices. So a half teaspoon of cinnamon. Try not to spill anything. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. What the heck is wrong with this spoon? Hold on a second. Found a better spoon. Ginger. That works. Maybe just a little more. We also need some allspice. This one's easy because you can actually stick the spoon into the bottle. What exactly is in allspice? I think I looked that up in the past and I don't remember anymore. 1/4 teaspoon of clove. Is it clove or clove? I've heard it's pronounced both ways and I still don't know which one's correct. And finally, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Apparently, if you have too much nutmeg, it's poisonous for you. That doesn't concern me because I actually hate this stuff. Why am I putting that in bread? I have no idea. What does concern me though is that if you have too much cinnamon, that's not good for you either, and I do like cinnamon, so I should probably be careful. Another thing that's bad for you if you have too much is chocolate, and that really concerns me because I really like chocolate. Apparently too much raisins give you diarrhea. I have no idea why I'm talking about any of this, but mixing stuff isn't gonna get messed up just because I decided to talk about something stupid. Wow, it looks like miso. So in the recipe you can put pecans, which one is it? I'm gonna put a poll in the corner so you guys can vote. How do you pronounce the name of the nut? Anyway, you can optionally put those in apparently, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna use walnuts. I just need to chop them into little pieces. This one looks good enough already. It's trying not to accidentally amputate my hands. That looks good enough. It's been about 1.5 hours. I poked the dough to see how it's risen, and it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna move on. So, probably one of the funniest parts of the original video was the part where she didn't add enough flour to her work surface, and she couldn't really peel it up, and it was stuck, and it was, you know, fun times. But I think it's not going to be very funny when it happens to me, so I'm putting down a crap ton of flour right here. Maybe it's a little too much? Better than sticking. Now I'm just going to take the dough. Let me just get that out of there. And get to a better camera angle. Alright, so I've got the dough here. I'm just going to flour it so it won't stick to anything. On both sides, more flour here, and now I need to roll it out into a long, thin rectangle. I think I can do that. I've apparently never seen a rectangle before in my entire life. It's honestly harder than it looks, okay? Yeah, this looks nothing like a rectangle, but I think this is the best I'm going to be able to do. So now I'm just going to take the filling and put it on the dough. Now I'm just going to take these nuts and sprinkle them all over the top. So now here comes the messy part, where you cut down the middle and twist things. I think this is going to be the step where I'm finally going to ruin everything. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I need to go find a knife. Okay. What do you even do from here? Okay. Then I think you kind of twist it outwards. Like that. Gotta admit, it does look pretty cool. But at the same time, I'm internally panicking and I should not be talking unless I want to screw this up. Oh my gosh. Took the ends inside, I think is what they said. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Getting over my initial panic right now. Not gonna lie, this is working out a little bit better than I envisioned it, but it's still pretty intense. Baking pan. I already have one here. It's not in camera. What am I supposed to do? Oh, okay, I got it. Heck. Here we go. There we go. It's in the pan. Now we have to wrap this up and let it rise again for another hour or so. So it's been another hour or so, and this is what the bread looks like now. Pretty freaking impressive if I do say so myself. And now it's gonna go into the oven. I've already preheated it, so literally all I have to do is stick it in. While that's baking, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the egg wash, which is literally just a beaten egg, so that shouldn't be too hard. Another tip I have is, instead of a whisk, use a grapefruit spoon. These things are great for whisking eggs. So if you're just making like an omelet or something, this grapefruit spoon hack doesn't really matter. But what's so great about using it for egg wash is that little spikes on the spoon can cut through the whites of the egg, which can be really weird and gross when you mix it with a whisk. So when it's like this, when you use like this, whoa, I just dropped something, I'll pick it up later. You use a brush to brush on the egg wash, the little white stringy thingies don't really get caught on the brush too much, and it's a whole lot easier. Here's what the bread currently looks like, and now I'm just gonna put the egg wash over it. Please stop spinning. While the bread is still baking, we're gonna make the glaze. For that, we need a 1/4 cup of water, 1/3 cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of cinnamon because I don't have any cinnamon sticks. And now we're just gonna heat that up and let the sugar dissolve. Here's what it looks like now. It's a lot more brown than the one in the original video because I'm using ground cinnamon. And I have a slight feeling I might have added more than I was supposed to. Maybe I didn't keep count. I don't know. So now I just have to let this cool. Okay, so this is the bread fully baked out of the oven. I also let it cool for a while, so it's out of the pan as well. Now the final step is to take the glaze and put it over the The final step is to take the glaze and put it over the bread. So that's what I'm gonna do. There's no way I'm gonna end this video without tasting this, so let's give it a try. There's an overwhelming taste of cinnamon, obviously, because I don't even know how much cinnamon went into this thing, but it was a lot. but it's actually really good. I thought I was going to destroy this thing and it was going to be completely inedible, but I think I succeeded. At least I hope so. I was kind of disappointed by the amount of filling that's in each slice, but I have a feeling that's just because it's at the edge. I have a feeling that if you cut more into the middle, there'll be more stuff in it. I don't know how this bread works. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I don't know, did you like seeing this different video? This was really different from what I normally do, but it was fun. I hope to see you guys in my next video, whenever that's gonna be. Bye!